Good morning, it's Linda Peterson, and I wanted to share with you my day yesterday. I attended the first of 3 days of the Rich Dad, Poor Dad seminar, and I learned so much more that I can't cover in a quick video, but I wanted to give you a quick recap. So bear with me as I read through my notes. I strategically pulled out some of the things that I think would really hit home with you. So the first question is, who gave you your beliefs? And were they rich, right? We want to make sure that we listen to the people that are where we want to be and stop listening laterally, but start talking vertically. And understanding the monetary system was pretty intriguing to me. In 1971, Nixon took us off the gold standard. What that means is that money is no longer backed by gold. So they're just printing it. When the Federal Reserve can print without being backed by gold, that means that the middle class has to work harder for the value of the dollar. And if you look at the president's face on an old bill versus a new bill, you'll see that the expression on their face has changed. The old bill was optimistic and positive, and the new bill is more scornful. So the dollar bill has been devalued by 95%, greater than 95%. And the current administration has printed 5 times the total amount more than the previous 400 years. Pretty scary. So as we look at real estate, as we look at everything in life, everything is cyclical. And the real estate market has a 20-year cycle. When you look at a more national scale, global scale, if we look at just the states in the United States, the Midwest, the center of the United States, is great for cash flow and not so much for appreciation. So if you look at the 20-year cycle, right, it goes like this. But when we look at the coasts, the 20-year cycle looks like this. So we have to have different strategies. And in the coast, you buy more for appreciation as you're going up the curve and not as much for cash flow. And when we talk about appreciation, there's really 2 kinds of appreciation. One is natural, and the other one is forced, where we rehab or improve the value. And when for example, in the Midwest, when you're getting more than 10 to 20% appreciation, there's something externally, artificially, maybe temporary going on. And I know in Austin, in some places, we've got more than 10%, and it's because we've got so much attraction coming to this area, but recognize it's temporary because it's in the Midwest. So one thing that they suggested is don't read the news or the media for 2 years, because the media is guiding the masses, and you don't want to blindly listen to them. You want to look at economic indicators. You want to be around like-minded people of where you want to be. And until the middle class stops hurting, we are not in a recovery. So one example that they gave is that you can, for real estate investing, is that you can buy bulk REO tapes from banks for the foreclosures. But the only challenge is, in order to get into them, because they're not just going to open up their vault to anyone, you have to demonstrate financial proficiency, that you understand how money works, that you've demonstrated proof that you can do that. And one easy way to do that is to really put a lot of money into the bank, right? Because you're going to want loans from the bank. You want to work with the banks. They will only give it to people who understand what to do with money and can prove that they have been able to make money work. Most millionaires are made during the most millionaires that have ever been made were made during the last Great Recession. And so when the dollar crashes, real estate will be the only real currency. The Federal Reserve has been printing $88 billion per month to give the illusion that we are in a recession. And they just stopped printing. So let's see where the dust settles. It can get pretty scary. So we have to be prepared. We have to protect ourselves. And we don't buy liabilities. until we have enough assets generating income to cover the liabilities. So the difference between an asset and a liability, simply put, by Rich Dad Poor Dad, is that a liability takes money out of your pocket and an asset puts money into your pocket, which means that your homestead is also a liability because it takes money out of your pocket. So if you think about, yes, you get tax write-offs, but how much are you paying in interest for those tax write-offs? And it's not making you money, it's still costing you money. So you want to have enough assets that produce income to cover your liabilities. And there are 3 types of education: academic and traditional. What was interesting is that these bylaws were created by John D. Rockefeller to teach people how to work and communicate with the rich, not become rich. So our country is really good at teaching reading, writing, and arithmetic. But that doesn't teach you how money works. That doesn't teach you how to invest. That doesn't teach you how to make money grow or pay less in taxes. The second type is professional and specialists, right? So these are educated better to work for more rich people, but they're taxed harder. If they exceed 250K income, they're taxed about 50%, just the same as middle class and employees. So the third type of education is financial, and this is where our country does not even address it. And I'm already going way over. As you can see, there's so much content. It's not, and as investors, and if we want to be financially intelligent, it's not about the cost of money. So as we look at something and say, what's the loan or the debt, what's the interest rate, what's the hard money rates and points, it's not about the cost of money. Because if you know how money works, you'll make money work more. It's really about the availability of money and how to make it work. And you can make excuses or you can make money, but you can't do both. And we are almost done. When you learn the language of money, money will be thrown at you. And every loan you make, you will make money. Financial knowledge is your greatest asset in good and bad times. Invest in financial intelligence. Understand how money works. And we will have as much money as we can handle. All right, that's all I got for right now. I'm about to go on for another amazing day. Hope you have a great day. Hope this gave you some tips, some insight, maybe some inspiration. Comment below, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye.